Now old Mr. Johnson had troubles of his own. He had a yellow cat who wouldn't leave his home. He tried and he tried to give the cat away. He gave it to a man going far, far away.
So we're up here at Duxbury, and we're looking at a hole in the ground, and I'm thinking about positive thinking. So you might wonder, how those two things connect. And they connect through a story that I think I told a long time ago, but I'm sure people have forgotten it by now if you've heard it. It's a story about two little cats that fall into a hole in the ground, a deep hole in the ground, and a hole with slick sides, so they are both start jumping to try and get out, and a group of their friends, their friend cats, gather around the outside of the hole and start to yell down at them. And what they're yelling to them is, "Don't even try to get out of there. You guys are doomed. You're going to die. Just lie down. Forget about it. Don't try and come out." So one little cat keeps jumping up, trying to get out of the hole, but eventually the other cat gives up, and as his friends suggest to him, he lays down and dies. So finally the other little cat that's trying to get out finally scrambles up to the top, and he gets up there, and his friends say, "Well, why did you keep trying? We were telling you to lie down and die." And he just looked at them blankly, and they kept talking to him, and they realized eventually that he was deaf, that he couldn't hear them when they were yelling at him to lay down and die. So that's why he kept trying, and that's why he survived. So what does this have to do with positive thinking? I've been thinking a lot about this lately, and I think what it has to do with positive thinking is that when we try to think positively, it's not about thinking that things are better than they are. It's about not listening to the voices that tell us that things are worse than they are. And those voices might come from ourselves, they might come from other people, they might come from the news, they might come from a whole variety of external sources. And you know that experience, I think, that you're going through your day, and all of a sudden you start to have negative thoughts about yourself, about the futility of the world, of the pointlessness of working hard. And positive thinking really is a process of continually catching ourselves in those moments, catching those negative thought processes that seem to plague all of us. So we're making choices all the time, all day long, about not listening to those voices, but listening to the voices that are more about gratitude, more about acknowledging all the wonderful things in our lives, about really accepting ourselves with our limitations, but also with our strengths, and moving forward, and having just a positive outlook. And so it's a practice. It's something that takes a lot of effort and time, but it's something that all of us can do, every day, all day long. So I'm going to try and be more positive, think more positive these days, and I encourage you to do the same. It's easy to do in some ways, and it makes all the difference, really. So have a great week, and we'll see you later.
But the cat came back the very next day. The cat came back. They thought he was a gunner, but the cat came back. He just couldn't stay away.